What's up, YouTube? It's Mark Pires. It's the 5th chat of the day. It's Real Talk. This is the daily vlog designed to help you make smarter moves. So if you have any topics you want me to cover, I think you know by now. You just have to let me know, and I'm going to take care of it. Now, I've been handling these topics left and right. But I left 2 up yesterday on Facebook and Instagram, and I said, you choose. The Real Talk you choose. And the comment, well, I'll let you know what those 2 questions were. The first question was the giant within, and the second question was the secret of a smile. And that wasn't really a question, but the second topic was secret of a smile. Now, not surprised at all. Most common choice was the giant within. And we all have this giant. I keep telling you guys about your authentic self. That is the giant. Right inside of here. Now, inside this space here, it's there, but you can't just find it. You just can't be like, oh, it's right there. You've got to locate it. You've got to earn it. And when you do, you become something. You start to become a different understanding of what you were. I think back to everything I grew up being, and I have a whole different perspective on it now. And that's all because of this. You know I've always been centered, passionate, and inspired throughout my entire life, but I got to tell you, where I am currently, it's definitely more connected than ever, and it mostly has to do with I'm giving everything to Real Talk. I'm giving everything to you, and I'm hoping that there's something valuable there for you that you can take into your day, that you can give to the people around you, that you could affect a small change in your personal life. That's all I'm here to do. I think that's what I'm meant to do, is to just shed some sort of positivity so you can maybe grab onto it. I've always had just a ridiculous amount of it coming out. People be like, where's all this energy come from? I don't know. It's just there. I'm like a Tesla coil. I'm just, woof. I want to give it though. I don't want to keep it in. My whole life I kept it in. I left my inner giant like, woof. I just was doing this to that inner giant. I'm just going, oh, you stay in there. You stay in there. Don't come out, buddy. I don't want you to scare anybody. I don't want you to scare me. You know what? It's freeing. It's freeing when you no longer worry about anything else and you let this guide you. It's a very freeing experience. I want you to get there. I know you can. Everybody can. Everybody gets there at some point in their life. I wonder if it's about age. Someone pointed out that when you reach a certain age, you start not caring as much about the things you cared about when you were younger. I think that's a valid point. What she was telling me is that she had spent a large portion of her life, for years, trying to fit into a mold of society, and then eventually got to a point once married and family and said, you know what, I have everything that I need in life. Who am I trying to impress? Just go out there and be a good person. It doesn't matter about any of the other stuff. There's like a light in you. There's a spirit in you. And none of this matters. It's what's actually inside here that matters at the end of it all. And hopefully it just disperses so everybody can get something positive out of it. But in general, it's more than what's on the outside. There's an energy within us. You know that. We all know that. There's an energy within each and every one of us. It's up to you what kind of energy you want to be. I truly believe if you're not where I am, if you're not in a positive state, that is something you can work on. I think the more you bring positivity into your negative situation, you start to train your mind to be positive. Seems right. Everything I say comes right out of here, and I just feel like it's a lot of common sense stuff as far as, for me, music was always common sense. I never took lessons. I don't know, like this song you hear, that's my music. Everything you hear, intro, outro, if you go to check out Spotify and type my name in, all my original music, I know what the chords are called, but I don't know. I just figured it all out. That's how I do everything in life. I get totally engrossed. I fall completely in love, and I want to give it everything I have to it. And you'll hear that if you go to the podcast. 2 nights ago, episode 9 is basically all music. And it was a great episode where I released 3 or 4 of my never before released tracks. Nobody's ever heard these songs, and now they're on podcast form. You can listen to them in stereo studio quality. And I'm going to release this album in the spring. It's going to be called Mark Pires, Empire Strikes Back. And it's such a cool name. I came up with that before I did my last studio album, but I was dating my wife at the time, and she said, "What are you striking back from? You're still performing. You're trying to work on this potential record deal. What are you striking back from? Call it something else." And I kind of I was remiss at the time because I really wanted to use that name, and I had a fear that I would never record an album again because I stopped doing what I was doing to go into real estate to support my family. And I had every intention of hanging up the guitar and just never playing again. And it's sad after you hear these songs that I just stopped playing, but I did. It took me 10 years recording a lot of these songs in my studio at home that I never released, and you're going to hear 3 or 4 of them on that last episode 9. And last night when I recorded episode 10, I have some more in there, so you'll get some more. So go on to iTunes, download it, subscribe, Mark Pires Real Talk. And I hope you guys stay along for the journey. I mean, this has been every single day for the last 2 months. It's going to be every single day for the next 10 months, the next 10 years. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I hope I'm not going anywhere. But until I'm not here, I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be sharing something with you guys. And hopefully it gives you just something good. All I want to do is give something good to this world. I'm not here to take anybody down. I just want to lift you up. I just want to lift us all up. And I think we should all be doing that. But anyway, it's Mark Pires, and it's Real Talk. We should go with the studio version just because it's a little more crisp, right? We always have to get the first line in. Ready? Here we go.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living.
I love that line.
I look into...
I always think you got to ease your mind and help your living. I'm also kind of blown away how perfect that song is for the intro and outro of Real Talk. I wrote this song to be, I wanted it to be an anthem that people would go out and listen to in their cars all summer long, and that never made it in that capacity, but it's the perfect intro and outro of Real Talk. So anyway, it's Mark Pires. It's Wednesday. And it's Real Talk. Oh, I love this song. I love it.
I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living.
All right, guys, see you soon.
I look into the windows of the